How many games did y'all win in the win streak?
27.
And tell me, how did the now legendary, was it a one Bud Light before the game, ladies and gentlemen?
The story of that winning streak that I get credit for,
because you got a bunch of free beers, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me that story.
So, the winning streak, we had a noon tip-off in Toronto. You know those games. That's a tough game. It's a tough game to win, right? And it was the day before Super Bowl, or it was the day of Super Bowl. I'm sorry. And we all love football, and so Brown was going to get a plane, and because they didn't have a TV on the plane, he wanted to get a plane with a TV so we could watch the game. So the Heat are like, no, we'll just have a party, we'll stay. Because we had a back-to-back playing Charlotte the next day back in Miami. So they do this awesome this party at the Real Sports Bar in Toronto, great place, and go all out. Well, that was the year, it was the Niners and the Ravens. And they had that big power outage. Mm-hmm. The problem was I started drinking the Canadian beer. And after a while, I'm like feeling it. And I take off like Colin Kaepernick's jersey off the mannequin. I'm running around, and people thought I was crazy. They thought I was a square, but they're like, Shane actually is pretty wild. and so on the bus, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the group. And I get up and I start talking, giving a speech like I like to do sometimes. And all of a sudden, I see the entire bus just turn and look at me. And I'm telling them, we got to like reach out and touch the world. We got to touch the people, all right? Not in a weird way, but like through basketball. We have a chance to change the world, touch the people. And so that became known as the Touch the People speech. And after that, we won the next 26 games in a row. Mm. And we were rolling, absolutely rolling, having a great time. That's when we launched the Harlem Shake video. Right, dog. When everybody was characters. We were just rolling, and so it was like the most fun time to be on an NBA team because we were good. We knew we were good, right, and we were feeling it.
That Ray Allen shot, like, tell me from a player standpoint, being in that moment and going from watching the ropes, watching the celebration about to start, and then like literally, truthfully in your heart, thinking and believing that it's over, to complete like ecstasy. Explain that to me, like how that, because like I can't even imagine or fathom the way your emotions go from like being so down, and then like I want to ask like TP or one of them like how it goes for them.
I'll never forget
from being like thinking you're gonna win. Like explain that to me. Seeing the ropes going around, like I'm seeing this at home. We watching. I'm like, it's over. Like, and then like just what?
People left.
I wasn't in the game, so I was still on the bench. And so I'm trying to be super positive. Come on, y'all. Come on. Like, you know how, like, right, you say, but like, you don't really believe it. I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on. Like, one stop. Come on now. And, I didn't look around too often, but obviously people were leaving the game, and just you had that feeling of like finality. And I don't know if people were rationalizing, like, what are you going to say to the media after the game, and are making excuses, and who's getting blamed, who's getting traded. But I think because we went through so much adversity, starting with Dallas the year before, finally getting over the hump with the Thunder. We had a really strong team, strong culture, and we believed. And it helps to have the best player, in the world, in uniform. And so we came out of that huddle. LeBron misses the first shot. We get the rebound. He makes the second one. It was deep. It was. No one talks about that three, the one before Ray, but it was big. It was deep. So, okay, we got a chance. And then when we came down, it happened so fast that it was hard to process. But I just remember being on the bench and missed the shot. CB got the board, threw it out, and like Ray is such a technician. Like, people are just like, how do you do it? It's like, it's Ray Allen. Like, of course he can do it, right? If you ever saw him shoot, you're like,
when we asked Ray,
it wasn't like,
the best part was like, Ray said, like, we talked about how Ray embraced it. Ray was like, I shot this shot 1,000,000 times.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, he was like, set my feet. He was like, I work on it every day.
Yeah.
Every day 1,000,000 times. He was like, I've shot this. He was like, for me, it's muscle memory. I've shot this shot 1,000,000 times.
But when that ball left his hand, I'm like, it's good. I go, oh, shit. And that's all I can say. Like, what just happened? And so they missed a shot. Like people forget, like they could have won.
I missed one.
Yeah, they missed to send in the regulation. And at that point, you're like, we're a team of destiny.
Yeah.
We can't lose this. We can't lose this game. And played great in overtime and won. And but we knew, like, San Antonio came back, and like that's a devastating loss. You're going from yellow ropes to Game 7 on the road.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And they gave us everything they could, man. They were winning most of the game. And
Tell us, like, the mental and the physical that you have to go all the way to a finals 3 years in a row.
yeah, well, you don't turn it on. You don't turn it on. It starts like in the summer. You understand it's a journey, right? And so, like, when you have a really, really good team, a championship team, you're not tripping over the small things, right? It's almost like a maturity to that team, right? And it's a long haul. And so you're not tripping. You lost 3 in a row, 4 in a row. All right, guys, let's. And so you just build that habit of like just resiliency. All right, let's do what we do, right? Because once you get in the playoffs, you're not someone new. You are who you are. The work's already been done, right? But you got to be the best version of yourself, and that's just a habit, and understanding how long it is, not getting too high, not getting too low, but it's like, okay, there's gonna be a time when we're tested, and we got to be ready for it.